Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I did another video. I just wanted to share another dream that I had not too long ago, actually. Uh, actually, it was before the bombs one. So I just wanted to share one of this. I felt like last night when I was praying, I was about to go to bed, and God said to get up, write down the dream as you remember it, and share it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. The dream is called The Journey, and it's probably one of the most prophetic ones that I have besides bombs, but The Journey. Uh, and I'll also say that I know I was gonna say that moving was gonna be my next video, but you got to do what God tells you to do. And in this one, He told me to do this one, so this is what I'm doing. Uh, in this dream, I was walking in a field with a friend. We were walking for quite a while and ended up walking to this hill that was covered with grass and flowers and had a long and windy path. As we got to, a good bit up the hill, a good bit up the path, we noticed a small country-style church on the left-hand side. So we decided to go in. When we went in, we both went to the front. We picked up He picked up the mic that was behind the pulpit, and I noticed people in the pews. So it's weird because as we were walking in, we didn't notice anybody, but as we got up to the front, we turned around and we noticed there were people sitting in the pews. He had the mic in his hand, and I was standing to his left. He picked up the mic that was behind the pulpit, and I noticed the people behind the people in the pews. He then proceeded to hand me the mic. As I was going to get the mic and hold on to it, he disappears, as does some of the congregation, and then I wake up from the dream. I noticed that there were some people in the congregation, but not many, after I got the mic. So I believe that God was giving me this dream with an impactful meaning. That man I was walking with is my grandfather. As some of you guys know, that my grandfather is my pastor. I've been his understudy for longer than I remember, actually. As we were on our journey, I think God was showing me that I have much to learn, and even now I do. It's like God was telling me, get to know as much as you can right now while you can. My grandfather then leads me to the church. He goes to the pulpit with me and hands me the mic, and him and half of the people disappear. I think this is God telling me my grandfather's ministry is going to be handed over to me. Not really handed over to me, but his mantle that he has uh, on him is gonna fall on me. It's already been told to me that that's gonna happen by multiple people, so it kind of confirms it in that dream. Not only that, but I have a strong feeling that I'll be left behind after the rapture. To lead the lost to the Lord, which symbolizes half of the people disappearing and the other half staying behind. My grandfather heard God tell him early in the 1990s if he was to come back, meaning if God was to come back. This is what God told my grandfather. God said if he was to come back, many of his people would not make it. So that actually is relevant today, because there's a lot of churches out there and a lot of Christians out there that really aren't Christians, that really aren't living for Christ, that really aren't doing what the Word of God tells them they should do as a Christian. I have been promised a long life and productive life, so maybe my ministry is to lead the people left behind to Christ. Either that, or the people won't like me after my grandfather passes away and they just leave the church. I mean, that's another, you know, explanation that I had. It was like, well, maybe when my grandfather passes, they'll just be like, "Oh, who is this young guy? We don't like him. You know, he's not Pastor Fulton." You know, and then they decide to leave or something. I don't know. Um, so that's what the dream is. Just make of it what you will. Peace.